This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, opened the 7th summit on the global agenda today, stating that the world needs to coordinate efforts more than ever. The ruler of Dubai opened the event in the presence of heads of states, ministers and renowned international politicians and economists. Organised between the 9th to the 11th of November this year, under the theme Shaping the Transformations of the World, the Summit on the Global Agenda 2014 brings together more than 1,000 thought leaders of the World Economic Forum's network of the Global Agenda Council. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed stated that today the world is more globalised and challenges which have become transborder can only be countered through joint action, clear thoughts and a serious combination of international capabilities. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed described the summit as the world's largest brainstorming meeting, where the world presents ideas, experiences and propositions. One of the discussions today focused on cities of the future, as well as a session titled What is the Biggest Challenge for Africa? Off the back of this year's survey on the Global Agenda 2015, which revealed that education and skills development are the biggest challenges for 2015, followed by building sustainable governance systems and the delivery of hard infrastructure. How India can unlock its huge potential was also another discussion in focus.
We are so pleased and proud that the World Economic Forum is hosting the event for the 7th consecutive year in the UAE, as this reflects our long fruitful relationship. We are very proud of hosting this prestigious event in the UAE, as it represents an ideal platform to achieve our leadership vision, represented in His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the President of the UAE, and His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the UAE Vice President and Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, to open new horizons for cooperation between countries, peoples and cultures. Also, to continue providing practical solutions to the political, economic and social challenges facing the world today. The discussions in Dubai serve as a backdrop for preparing an actionable strategy for positive change at the World Economic Forum annual meeting, which will be held in Davos cluster next year. This is the early part of 2015. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the Summit on the Global Agenda comes at a crucial time when political volatility continues to rage in certain parts of the world.
We want to capture the wisdom of all of you here in the room using the newest technological capabilities. We also will meet together with representatives of our host government in future circles to make sure that what we are discussing here is also for the benefit of Dubai. We want to have, when we look at the future, a strategic and holistic approach. We also are innovative by combining our meeting here with the ongoing interaction process via digital means. So we are here not just for a conference or for a meeting. We are here for engaging into an ongoing working process.
His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Crown Prince of Dubai and Chairman of the Dubai Sports Council, participated in a sports day event for people with Down syndrome, organised by the Nad Al Sheba Sports Complex. His Highness Sheikh Mansour bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Chairman of the Higher Committee for the Protection of Rights for People with Disabilities, also took part in the event, held under the theme My Community, a City for Everyone, in collaboration with the UAE Down Syndrome Association and Special Olympics. The initiative looks to empower people with disabilities, as well as enhance existing projects and developing more. It is also aimed at launching a set of laws and initiatives that contribute to infrastructure in order to provide excellent healthcare to people with disabilities, as well as supportive social services, as well as creating a broad social awareness that contributes to integrating people with disabilities into the community. The UAE Federal Traffic Council has announced a number of changes and recommendations in traffic fines. According to reports, Mohammed Saif Al-Zafin, the Assistant Commander for Operations at Dubai Police and the Director of the Council, was quoted as saying that they have recommended that the following violations, which normally see fines of 500 dirhams, are to be hiked to 1,000 dirhams. These include noise violations while driving, which also includes 12 black points, throwing waste from vehicles, as well as cars stopping on the roads. Modifying car engines without permission is to be hiked from 400 dirhams to 1,000, along with 12 black points, and the car will also be impounded for a month. Fines imposed on trucks that violate traffic regulations will start from 1,500 dirhams and then go up according to the type of violation. The Council has also recommended that the extra margin of the speed limit across all UAE roads is to be 10 kilometres for trucks, taxis, buses, and 20 kilometres for light vehicles, while owners of cars will be obliged to allocate seats in vehicles for children from 1 day old up to 4 years. Another recommendation by the authority states that car owners are to have the right to tint their car windows up to 50%. That's instead of the current 30%. And the ratio of colouring the windshield will be 5.5 inches. Dubai Customs and the Department of Tourism and Commerce Marketing in Dubai have signed a partnership agreement in order to promote the development of tourist facilities at Jumeirah 1, Sakim 1 and 2 harbours. As per the agreement, the DTCM, through the Dubai College of Hospitality Training, will offer customer service training courses to DC staff in charge of running fishermen's harbours, in addition to easing entertainment licenses for restaurants. Beneficiaries of the Fishermen Harbours Development Project include 1,000 labourers and fishermen. The boatyard has a total capacity of 466 anchorages, of which 348 are for fishing boats and 119 are for yachts and recreational boats. Fishermen's facilities include accommodation units, warehouses to store fishing tools, boat repair workshops, 2 fish markets, one in Jumeirah 1 and the other in Sakim 1, retail outlets, world-class restaurants and cafes, prayer halls and tourist and recreational facilities. The project constitutes a tourist landmark while reflecting on the Emirati heritage and culture. A number of supplements have been taken off the shelves due to health concerns. According to reports, the products include royal chocolate and royal jelly, which are thought to cause low blood pressure, Herbal Health Joint Care, Herbal Health Cream, Herbal Health Plus and V Plus have also been banned over health concerns, while Zyrexin, which is a dietary supplement, will also be withdrawn as it contains banned substances. The Ministry of Health has asked the Ministry of Environment and Water, the Federal Customs Authority, the Abu Dhabi Food Control Authority and the Dubai Municipality to make sure that they are no longer on sale in the country. The Sharjah International Book Fair has welcomed over 465,000 visitors in the last 3 days, according to officials. Ahmed bin Rakad Al-Ameri, the director of the fair, made the announcement, adding that the qualitative and various sessions organised by the 3rd edition of the SIBF and the rise in number of participant publishing houses to 1,256, representing 56 countries, has contributed to this boost in visitor numbers. He added that around 200,000 visitors had registered on the 3rd day alone. Al-Ameri expected that the number would rise by 25% compared to the last year for the last days of the event. And finally in the bulletin, the 10-day International Symposium on Electronic Art drew to a close in Dubai on Saturday and held an official handover to Vancouver, who are the next global city to host the event. The symposium is an annual occasion that moves around the world each year, where art, science and technology come together. It was initiated in 1988 in order to support the founding and maintenance of an international network of organisations and individuals active in the field of electronic arts. This network then took the shape of an association founded in 1990 in the Netherlands, called the Inter-Society for the Electronic Arts. The event this week has boasted a conference, workshops, exhibitions and other special programmes. And the last day saw a host of activities in Al Quoz, including public performances, artist talks, exhibition tours, more workshops and an official closing ceremony.
I think we've brought in over 60 countries worth of artists here to Dubai. And in doing so, I think we are enriching the cultural life of residents of Dubai and all of the Emirates as well. They were all excellent, I feel, but probably my favorite was Al Fahidi, where we were showing in the historic cultural district of Al Fahidi and bringing in new contemporary electronic art to show to the general public. I think that was probably my favorite of all of them.
The Al Quoz industrial district, including Lobo Listone, which is the gallery that we have an Isaiah exhibition. And, it's a wonderful turnout, and I think we've brought so much fabulous art to Dubai and Abu Dhabi and Sharjah. We've seen all sorts of electronic works of art. And I think we've been able to shed a new light on what is art, how art and science and technology can come together.
We also spoke to a number of officials and professors at Zayed University who told us about some of the highlights this year.
We had everything from a 3-day workshop on girls that are high school age to build a video game, and they actually did it. It'll be online and we'll send you the link. We had people make crackle boxes, which is an interactive computer sound machine, but it uses just nuts and bolts and basic electronics. We had college students create animations for kind of machina or video games. And I think the bigger impact on the UAE is just introducing our students to what electronic art is. And to have them get inspired to do their own work.
This is one of the richest symposiums that they've visited in terms of programming and learning about the local culture. And I think this is something that the young generation of artists and designers can aspire to as we build towards Expo 2020 and the 2020 vision of the UAE.